Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. Kick off to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Croma. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4th. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. There he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! And they turn it into a defensive score. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warwick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Hits inside. It's Croma. Hard running there. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense...
Caught, and he's got room. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Wants to throw one first. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Guys, let's look big picture in Florida State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He's open on the right.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Ncaa. Fighting off the defender. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Back to pass on second down. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted, and he's got a convoy with it.
If you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Handoff to the single back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive.
Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
They want a little extra time to think over this third and long as we've got a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Ncaa. He's up to 47 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a crease, it's Ncaa. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got one pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute, I got to get me one too.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. He's got enough. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. First play of this drive. Makes a connection. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Quick give. It's Ncaa. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They give it back to him. Turning it on! Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Inside. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it. It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Second and long here. They'll send the back in motion. Second and 10. He'll throw again. Right on target this time. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. He gets it inside the 25. They'll move the chains. It's a first down. Spot the ball at the 23.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Crimson Tide pinned deep in their own end, trying to find a little breathing room. On the run, it's Edwards. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Keelan Russell. Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate.
And that is exactly what you want to get accomplished coming out of your own end zone, man. You don't want to hold on that ball too long. Get rid of it. Throw it to your running back. Nice job getting north and south, getting some positive yards, and getting out of the shadow of your own end zone.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready? Go!
RPO complete. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. A designed run for the quarterback. Got enough for the first down. Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Making the adjustment.
Ready, go!
Throwing Russell. Catch in the middle. It's Edwards. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the...
He's loose. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running inside, it's Croma. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He'll try to take it back. Goes out of bounds at the 13, and man, is this offense set up now. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quick handoff. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bama! Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Touch! There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Noles are in the hurry-up. On the run, it's Croma. Breaks into the open. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Past the 50. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense putting points on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Looking for a big play. And he went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And, man, he was just like, forget that, guys. I'm getting this back on one play. Like, obviously the big decision last drive, makes the mistake that goes all the way back to the house, and it looked to me like I want it all back. We're going to get the momentum right now. Defense ready, made a stand, made a nice play.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. From the gun, it's Ncaa. Got the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles! Snagged it in the end zone and put points on the board.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Edwards. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use a timeout instead. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Right side, it's Russell. All by himself down the middle. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He stopped right at the 35, almost found a little room for a big return, and they get him on the ground right there. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Kansas taking on the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. And it's the Jayhawks looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Pushes way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Left side, it's Edwards. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Out wide right, it's Edwards. There he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And I'm not surprised by this QB, man. He's picking up where he left off, right? They've built a cushion, built a lead, struggling to stop the passing game, keep pushing the ball down the field. He's making the right reads, and this offense is in a groove.
Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Alabama quickly back to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Russell rushes on. They'll run the screen. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Absolutely center cut. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Wants to throw on first. They're working that left side. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? Get that tackle for loss? Wow.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Boggs. And he's brought down after a nice game. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Give to the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Needs it here on 4th down. Here comes the heat. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
You know, offensively in that situation, down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll try the left side. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And it's really nice whether it's RPO or is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Out wide right, it's Williams. Alabama pushing the tempo. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Long way to go on 2nd down. It's a draw. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play.
Ready, five. Hey, take it. 14-24 plus. 14-24 plus.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Keelan Russell makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He's going to let it go. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Makes the grab inbounds.
Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Bringing it out. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Throwing Russell. Touchdown, Bama! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And here's the return. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Turning it on. He's past the marker. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Ncaa. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Takes the grab. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running football.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a man in the middle. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner. Got this.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. Defense might bring the house here. Straight ahead, it's Ncaa. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Got some room to run. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.